Hello everyone, how are you today? Well, today I'm doing a special video. Hi little blue jay. Um, Embracing the festival of Beltane. And for those of you who know, I kind of follow many traditions, and so this is a Celtic. Beltane is, I just printed something up about it. Beltane is the anglicized name for the Gaelic May Day festival. Most commonly, it is held on the 1st of May, or about halfway between the spring equinox and the summer solstice. Historically, it was widely observed throughout Ireland, Scotland, and the Isle of Man. In Irish, the name for the festival day is La Beltane. In Scottish Gaelic, La Beltaine, and in Manx Gaelic, Lea Boltine Boldine. It is one of the 4 Gaelic seasonal festivals, along with Samhain, Imbolc, Lughnasadh, and is similar to the Welsh Calan May. Anyway, I was married to an Irish man, and his grandmother came straight from Ireland. She would talk about these festivals. So, I embrace anything earth magic all the time. So, but Beltane is a fire festival where they do big bonfires, and a lot of people kind of dress up in archetypes and even kind of animals with antlers and all this kind of stuff. You can look it up yourself. And it usually is about the 1st of May, which I cannot believe 2019 will be next weekend going into May. So, but the Beltane Fire Festival brings ancient Celtic traditions to life with a unique modern twist. This is a big fire festival they have over there in Scotland. So anyway, I just figured we'd try to harness these energies and make something happen to see what comes through. And I've had the Guide to the Fairy Ring written by Anna Franklin, illustrated by Paul Mason. You can tell this book has been with me since 2003, and I think it was written in 2002. Let's see, 2002. Yeah, there it is. It's a Llewellyn publication, 2002. But she does have the Beltane Fairy Festival of the Beltane here. So I'd like to read it to you, and then we'll select some cards and see what kind of energies we're harnessing, okay? Because I truly think that something really wonderful is going to come through for us, and that we have here my plumerias are blooming, and I have some other ones I couldn't reach them, but they're like these burgundy red and white. They're coming through. I'll have to get on a ladder to get some of those, but this is just I dig all this kind of stuff. Now back in the day I'd write in my text, right? And I wrote here, the Lady of the Lake speaks, and this was in March 30th 2003. Okay, so I'm just curious what she meant. But then, so this is Beltane. Let's just open up with the card of Beltane. Okay, you can see it's a fairy festival. All right, so we're talking about these different codes that they have in these festivals that these ancient people would follow. Okay, the card. The card depicts a fairy mound on May Eve, which we were just saying that usually the festival is held on April 30th, but for the eve of May 1st. The card depicts a fairy mound on May Eve, surrounded by revealing fairies holding little lanterns. So if you can see the fairies in there holding the little lanterns. Above the mound is a large full moon, and outlined against it stands the fairy queen of the moon holding a golden cup. In the foreground is a little green-skinned fairy with pointed animal ears. If you can see, he's right here in the corner. Okay. The festival. May Day is the first day of May and marks the start of summer in many countries of the northern hemisphere. The ancient Celts called it Beltane and started the celebrations on May Eve. In England, May Day was and still is celebrated with Morris dancing, circling the maypole, and gathering hawthorn blossoms from the greenwood. Okay, I'm not going to read all about that, but But I do want to show you this, and then we'll close. Okay. So the divinatory meaning for these energies is when the Beltane Festival card appears in a spread, it heralds a mighty force of strength, blossoming, flourishing, growth, happiness, love, marriage, new relationships, virility, energy, and fertility. Okay, so this is all wonderful, and you know, so many people do get married in May all around the world. But I did want to share with you something I wrote on June 20th, 2012. Now I date things. Let's see what the birdies are doing here. Okay, look up to the sky. Pay attention to all the crop circles forming recently. So these are notes to myself I wrote. Okay, but I also wrote, we are luminous beings, not just flesh and bones. We must feel source force around us. We're between you, me, Mother Earth, everywhere. Okay, and then I wrote here, I am you, you are me, we are all one love. You know, Bob Marley's song, right? The One Love song. I love that song. And the mantra I wrote, I am a voice of light. I listen to the star beings. Okay. So in ancient times, you know, the stars, the moon, the ancient people truly harnessed energies from Mother Earth, from the stars, from our sun star. You know, the sun, the moon, the Venus. I talk about the Mayan wisdom who even built a temple for planet Venus. All came through, you know, kind of, I mean, it's just so mystical. It really is. So I did want to bring this forward. And let's see if we can harness these positive energies, okay? So what I'm going to do, you know what? I shouldn't have put the Beltane card out. Hold on. Let me keep the Beltane, because these cards are a long read. And I don't want to pick 3 of these until we'll just highlight that. Here it is. We're going to keep the Beltane card out, but I will select 2 cards. Okay, what's this right here in my hand? Okay, so what? Oh, shoot. Okay, so let's see. Let me just move the book here. Okay, so, and then I brought out my Dragons cards, Tarot Draconis. Okay, the Tarot Draconis. And here are the lovers right there being highlighted. Okay, the lovers. And this is the star card. Okay, look up to the stars, look up to the moon, look up. Okay, so, let me turn the cards. I don't want to look at them. And then I have my go-to Witches Tarot, because I believe in earth magic very much. I believe in, that's what I believe in. You know, I believe we can harness energies, and I believe we're very, very unique on this planet Earth. Nothing like us, you know, even the astronomers and these people with telescopes and sending these spaceships, and they cannot find another planet like ours. So we should embrace what we have going on here, okay? All right, so now we have 3 cards. Again, we're trying to harness Beltane Festival energies, and it's all about the fire, bringing in the summer, and here in the Northern Hemisphere, where I live in Florida. Oh, right there. Oh, no, we don't want to. Let's see. Okay. We'll keep 2. Okay, all right. Okay, hold on. I'm talking too much. Okay, one more. And then we're going to come, let's see, put the crystals on it, because we want to, I personally want to just think like one of those ancient Celts. And we're just trying to harness these energies with happiness, success, love, marriage. And we want to make sure that everything is in alignment with these energies that so many people of ancient times believed in. Of course, they needed fire, because besides Luna when she's full, and The stars shining bright, that's all they had was the fire for them to be able to see what's going on. So, okay, all right, so let's see. So we have, and again, this is Anna Franklin. I have another deck of hers. I really love Anna Franklin. She brought me much wisdom, and she's a bona fide witch too. Okay, so, hi, Mr. Crow. Hi. These crows are getting bigger and bigger every time I look at them. Okay, the Gruaga. All right, look, we got another full moon there. Hold on. Now I got to read from the book here. Okay, and try more. All right, so this is, what do they call them? She's not really, she's from the Fae realm. We'll have to read, but let me pick up all the cards. I want to see all the cards. But here, there is a relationship here. But it's, now this is 3, about creativity, and you can see Anna Franklin designed this deck around the seasons. Okay, so you could see with the spring flowers, this is autumn leaves. Okay, let me put this down for a moment. Okay, because this person is very personality here. She's very powerful, but yet she's kind of considered as a, the word is misleading me right now. That's why we'll come back to it. We'll come back. Okay, but let me just pick up these other cards to see what is going on with the fire dragons. Okay, we have the 2 of coins, the infinity symbol here. See, we have that power of 8, but infinity-wise is a beautiful number. You know, I believe in the 8s, obviously. Bella Ducati 888. And then we have the Knight of Wands, fire, passionate energy. You can see the flames are coming through. He's got his power horse. Wow, we get another 8 here. Okay, even though this is a 2, a pairing, but we already have a pairing on the table. We have the Knight. He's like the playboy of the deck, this guy right here. He's all about that love, passion, but he has usually many lovers because that's how he rolls. And then we have the 8 of power and success, and you can see that these dragons are just spurting out from the volcano, you know, because that's the energy of dragon fire. Okay, let's see what was the next card here. Oh, Diablo's come through now. Now, did I pick him up reverse? I usually never allow my cards to be reversed, but we've got Diablo in the house now too. Number 15, Major Arcana. Okay. So the devil has come forward, but you know, in this festival, Beltane, it's like you come as you are, and because it's the fire element, you know, the devil's all about that fire codes. A lot of people actually dress up with like a devil with the horns and everything at this festival. So I'm not surprised that Diablo came through for this. Okay, but there's a message with that too. You know, everything has meaning. Okay, and you know, I talk about the devil a lot. Can't kill the devil and the demons never die. And he's been here, I think, even before the light. Okay, so but we, you know that he speaks of the coin in the respect of materialistic things, and that's why so many people even will kill you for the money. Okay, it's sad to add, but that's just how it is. But he also rules that karmic realm. He's all about worldliness. I mean, he's a ruler of the world. Oh, Diablo. So I'm going to stand him tall here, because it's like, do I suggest to harness energies of the devil? No, I do not. I do not. And I have my runes here too to close down the reading, but no, I do not. But nobody's going to tell me he has no wisdom, okay? Because he truly, truly does. But we've got some major heavy hitters here. So let's see what else comes from the Witch's Tarot deck. Okay, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Swords, beautiful, and the King of Swords. Okay, so there is a pairing of love here, okay? The Queen and King of Swords has arrived, and the swords speak of that air element, how we're thinking, and this Queen and King think alike, and they rule their kingdom to intellectually, and the King of Swords is the King of Kings, because he's very intellectual. He has much wisdom. He would never have married this female unless he didn't think it was great for himself and the kingdom. So they ruled together. And then here we have the Page of Water, of emotions. She's also holding a cup with a little fish coming through. So she's emotional in the respect of having that love, okay, because the cups, the water speak about emotions, and usually it's bringing that love factor through. Here we have a coupling that is here on the table that speaks that they also are married in love, I believe, and sometimes in the ancient times, yes, they were arranged marriages, okay, but sooner or later you have to have some love and some intellectual love for your partner, especially when you rule kingdoms, okay? So we do have a pairing coming through, a love pairing. But this is what I want to read. These two from Anna Franklin's book, because I don't want to now, and I don't want to read it without bringing home the message, because this is a powerful Beltane. Diablo has come through, no doubt about it. And they kind of, in this Beltane, I don't want to say they try to harness the devil power, but because these huge bonfires that they have, and it's all, you come in or you come in as how you feel you are as a human, but in costume kind of thing, and many people come, you know, as the goat. And we know that the goat personifies Capricorn. The goat is the major, you know, the devil is their major arcana card. So many dress as the goat. So, but he's here. That's okay. This is what we try to do. We try to harness energies on my channel. Okay. So now this is the spring card, number 3. So, okay, 3, spring. Okay. Yeah, I used to, like, this is way before YouTube, honestly. You know, 2002, you can see 2004 here was this one. But, okay. Oh, no, sorry. I'm sorry. This is the summer. Here she is. Okay. Here she is. Okay, now I don't even know how to pronounce her name right here, but, okay. A long-haired fairy in a plaid robe is shown before a Scottish castle at the edge of a loch. And a loch is like a lake to them, okay? Okay, Gruach. I can't even pronounce it. Gruach means long-haired one. And this Scottish fairy haunts castles and grand mansions, though unlike the house-dwelling brownie, it is the building it is attached to, not the family. Okay, so we don't want to go there. Okay, Divinatory Meetings. This is where we're going to now. The appearance of the Gruach in your card refers to matters concerning roots, traditions, ancestors, inheritance, family money, or a family business, heirlooms, or the establishing of firm foundations in some sense. Okay. Well, that's what we want. We want to, you know why people in the ancient times especially believed in these festivals, to ground themselves with Mother. You can see she's outside. Okay, it just says here, working with Gruach. The Gruach seems to have been more than a simple house fairy. Though the name means long-haired one, it sometimes seems to imply a wizard or a sorceress in some tales. They are depicted struggling with the 4 totem animals of the seasons. Samhain, the unicorn, Imbolc, the dragon, Beltane. See, the dragon, Beltane. And here we are harnessing Beltane, and Diablo has come through. That's why I want to work with my dragon cards for the fire element. And Samhain, and which is the stag, unicorn, Imbolc, the dragon, Beltane, and the lion, Lugnasa, and may have appeared to turn the wheel of seasons. These fairies are said to be the spirits of ancient druids living on milk left for them by those whose priests they had once been. On the Isle of Skye, Skye, on the Isle of Skye, there were altars to Gruach. I don't want to not pronounce the word correctly. Gruach, where offerings were left, or special Gruach stones, perhaps a special raised flagstone or a cairn of rocks. That's really cool, flagstone. Mm. You could raise your own guac cairn at your sacred place or in your garden, adding a pebble to it each time you go there to meditate or perform magic. Pour offerings of milk and wine to honor the spirit each time you visit too. Okay. So anyway, this is someone who's not really haunting the house, the castle, but you can see it's like a big house in the respect. And we already have the king and queen of air arrive. So I totally believe, you know, because we're trying to harness this fire festival of Beltane, that these two important figures for their people, their land, is not being haunted, but being definitely protected. Okay, that's what I feel with that card. Okay, all right. Now we do have the king and queen of air here. You can see he's holding his falcon. Okay, a bird that flies high, and they have, both of them have their swords, you know, standing strong. They definitely have a lot of mental aptitude. Okay, so now we're going to go to the autumn side of this, because this whole book is about the elements of earth, air, fire, and water. Okay, it's all, and of ancient fairy wisdom. Okay, like kind of like the King Arthur theme in here. Okay, so we're going to the autumn. So autumn is before winter. Okay, and then now we have Triamore, number 6, and 6 is speak of that peace and harmonizing. So let's see what they have to say. Okay, 6, Triamore. Again, at the castle, there's a knight, okay, and a lady in waiting. The card shows a lovely fairy maiden dressed in gold. Yes, she is dressed in gold. In the background is her human lover, a handsome knight. According to one of the Arthurian legends, a knight called Lunefall fell in love with a fairy maid. She agreed to appear whenever he wished, on condition that he must never speak of her or summon her when others were present. Her name was Triamore, meaning test of love. Okay, so here we go. We were just opening up with the Beltane, talking about, you know, that love of family and success, and we'll have to maybe, I'm going to have to write that down and when I upload this video. Okay, Guinevere noticed the young man and tried to seduce him. You know, some of the, I don't know where they get this, but I mean, I read, the first major novel I ever read was The Mists of Avalon, and I read that like twice. I was so enamored with that. Okay, but let's just go straight to the divinatory meaning, okay? The divinatory meaning. When Triamore appears in your cards, she implies a choice of some kind. In this case, you're deciding with your heart rather than your head. Okay, and we do have but they kind of rule with their head, not so much as their heart. Okay, but they're on the table, so we'll have to put a lot of consideration to that. When Triamore appears in your card, she implies a choice of some kind. In this case, you're deciding with your heart rather than your head. However, you should consider carefully, as all options have far-reaching consequences. If the card is well aspected, surrounded by helpful cards, okay, so in parentheses, if the card is well aspected, surrounded by helpful cards, it can point to harmony and true love. If it is badly aspected, it shows that a relationship will be tested to the breaking point. Okay, and working with Triamore, Triamore appeared slowly for her lover, Lunefall. Okay, Lunefall was his name. Okay, so you see. So definitely there's a relationship of love on the table, okay? And we were just trying to harness again these energies that spoke. We're going to read it one more time and I'll write it down again, but because we do have the king and queen, and as I just said, the queen of and king of air, they are really, the king of king is the ruler, okay? And so we really have to respect what just fell out here. Oh boy, this is when, that's how old this is, the Fairy Ring by Anna Franklin. That's, I guess, when I bought it. Okay, but yeah, so we want to make sure that we don't give up on ourselves, and that there is love, and we need to embrace it and know it, and don't ever give up on you, because, and here I wrote, the Lady of the Lake speaks. Okay, so that this card depicts the May that we're coming into. When the Beltane Festival card appears in a spread, it heralds mighty forces of strength, blossoming, flourishing, growth, happiness, love, marriage, new relationships, virility, energy, and fertility. And then on 2012, I wrote all this. So we are luminous beings, not in just flesh and bones. We must feel source force around us. We're between you, me, Mother Earth, everywhere. I am you, you are me, we are all one. One love, Bob Marley. I'm a voice of light. I listen to star beings. Look up to the sky. Pay attention to all the crop circles. I would write notes to myself back in the day. I never thought I'd be on YouTube, okay? But when I wrote this, I already started YouTube in November 2011. But there's love. I'll leave that page open with the Beltane love, blossoming, flourishing. Remember, here in the Northern Hemisphere is when we go into the light of the light is getting stronger, the sun stays out longer, and also it's when all the blossoming of beautiful flowers, and I just love this time, especially in Florida. It's not hot yet. Not hot yet. But here we have this Two of Coins, okay? And twos speak about that pairing, okay? And coins speak about, you know, the monetary. And so this is like, could be new financial projects for you, or something that you've desired to put together. Okay, so don't give up on it. Don't give up. It's like, and you're working with others, and it's like the infinity symbol speaking. This is, because we speak of those eights, you know, power, success, and then it's infinity. So this is blessed by the table, blessed by the festival of Beltane. And then here we have the Knight of Fire himself. I just was saying he's like the playboy. And, you know, like this knight here wants this love affair to happen, even though she's a fairy. But back then, that's how it was, you know, when you read about the mysteries of Avalon and the Celtics and everything. Okay, but we have some major firepower going on. And here we have another eight of fire, okay? The Knight of Fire. And he speaks about that, you know, that kind of love, that not to, he's so longer, what his mission is really, to have that passionate energy to move forward. And it seems that this pairing of infinite materialistic, but yet, remember, we have Diablo on the table. I'm not giving up on him yet, okay? But it's called the balance, right? Right? Can't kill the devil and demons never die, but we are here to keep the balance, that Diablo doesn't always win 24/7. Okay, we're here. It's the main reason why Jesus arose from crucifixion, to prove to humans that there's wonderful spiritual love power. You know, love will remove hate, and light also shows shine, especially when Luna's full in the night sky. And now it's very importante to the ancient people when Luna shone bright in the sky, okay? Because that was when they could do more things in the nighttime than how it was before. Okay, and now we have the Page of Coins, excuse me, the Page of Cups, the water sign, the emotional, love, emotions, and Cups is the page is like, it's the page and then the knight. So, but she's already in the castle too. We talk about that a lot on my channel. And she's smiling brightly, and she's just showing, like, you know, like she's a young princess, but you know she's the princess of love. And she's holding that holy grail, looking for that main love. And then again, here we have already a love affair on the table. And we can see a little blue jay here. A little blue jay was standing right there earlier. I saw it when we first started the reading. So there's a little blue jay, and there's a fairy right here. Okay, and they're both, she's on the mountain within the clouds, he's on the earth, more bottom grounded. but she's up in the sky, right? Up in the air. I'm so grateful that these energies arrive together. It's just really, you know, I talk about, you know, the pages, the knights, you know, the prince, the princess, the queen, the king. They've already in the castle, so they've earned respect. Okay, but I think hardly it happens that the same queen and the same king arrive together side by side. This doesn't happen quite often. And it happened for this Beltane reading I'm doing, which speaks of that, you know, this festival about, you know, having the strength to blossom on and grow and flourish, and with happiness, love, marriage, and new relationships. And new relationships can be here as well. And that here we see the autumn leaves, maybe something that can happen in the autumn time here where we are in the northern hemisphere. But nonetheless, this is the passionate energy, okay? And there's power, success, and coin on the table. So this is beautiful. I love it. I just love this energy right here. How that the stand Beltane strong here. That we had this king and queen arrive, okay? But again, Diablo, much power, much power, and you know, the devil is all about destroying us. But love can conquer hate. I truly believe in that. And we have a lot of love on the table. So, you know, just know it's called the balance, right? This infinity, the balance, right? That the world goes around and around, and the sun rises and the sun sets. Or how the sun doesn't do any movement. It's just the earth around the sun. But it's all, you know, I never, how do you say it? I know there's power with the devil, and, you know, do I respect negative energy? No, I do not, but it just is called the balance. It is what it is. We will never change it, but we can work with it. We can become lovers on this planet. We can help heal this planet. I totally believe in that. You know, I consider myself a woman of magic, of earth magic, but I bring out lot, you know, like the light workers. I am one with them. I believe in the light, the way Jesus was risen. I know Father God brought his son forward for a purpose and a reason, and it's to show that not only is the devil supernatural, but we have beings on this earth that are also supernatural. Okay, and we just keep on ticking. So, you know, don't get caught up in the dark forces, because it's either you have to be very powerful. You know, you have to have like shamanic wisdom, and you know, I talk about that Vatican a lot, like how many of these pedophile priests and nuns getting pregnant and burying them somewhere. It's like they should have stopped that nonsense and allow these people to be married, but that they follow Jesus and teach about Jesus, and that's all we need to have. Okay, we don't need them to be in nun outfits and priest outfits, and it's all a bunch of bull crap. Okay? Okay, well, this is RAIDO, and I'm going to pick a Marek. This is a very powerful rune, and I'm going to pick a pairing, because we've had this pairing right here. Where's the other two we just had? Here it is here. The infinity, that they gave the infinity to the two of coin, the two of earth, is wonderful. Okay? Wonderful. So don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on you. Okay? And don't give up on love either, because obviously this is what we were trying to harness. And it could be a marriage if you're in a relationship of love already, or a new relationship on its way. Okay? So this rune is known as RAIDO, and I'll pick one more. Pick one more. Okay, it's upside down. Or it's, let me see what it is. Okay, here we have. Okay, so this is known as the opening rune. Okay, so let us see what it has to say to us. Okay, so now, but we know there's passion energy on this table, no doubt. Okay, passionate energy, harnessing Beltane. Okay, and this happens at the end of April 30th to bring in May 1st. Okay, but we picked this RAIDO, and it's known as also Journey. Okay, so 131. The runes all have names. Okay, so this rune, we have this rune RAIDO, speaks of the journey, communication, union, reunion. Okay, so, and I've had the runes forever too. I think I got them in, well, here, this rune I pulled on 3/9/2004. Okay, so RAIDO. This rune is concerned with communication, with the attunement of something that has two sides, two elements, and with the ultimate union. Okay, two sides, two elements, with the ultimate union that comes at the end of the journey, with what is above and what is below are united and of one mind. Inner worth mounts here, and at such time you are not intended to rely entirely upon your own power. Instead, ask what constitutes right action. Ask through prayer or meditation, through addressing the witness self, the teacher within. Once you are clear, you can neutralize your refusal to let right action flow through you. Not intent on movement, be content to wait. While you wait, keep on removing resistances. Okay, keep on removing resistances. Okay, so let's just look at it this way. See if I can hold this up here. You know, hold on, this book is falling apart. Let me just use my second book here, because I want to hold these two together. Okay, so 131. Let me go to page 131. Yeah, I used to work with the runes, mucho macho, all the time. Okay, so, all right, so let's hold these two, because this one, you can see, I even taped it together. So it's like, okay. All right, so let us just continue, because this is what we're trying to say. You know, you can't kill the devil and demons never die. But we can still be on planet Earth and not fear this energies, okay? So here we have RAIDO, the journey, because we're all on a journey. Some of us are more inclined towards spiritual aspects, and some of us turn to stealing and robbing and killing. So let's continue. This rune is concerned with communication, with the attunement of something that has two sides, two elements, and with the ultimate union that comes at the end of the journey, when what is above and what is below are united and of one mind. Okay, and this definitely, what is above and what is below. Okay, this infinity symbol, and that is the two of earth, the two of coins, speaks of that. Okay, inner worth mounts here, and at such a time you are not intended to rely entirely upon your own power. Instead, ask what constitutes right action. Ask through prayer or meditation, through addressing the witness self, capital W, capital S self, the teacher within. Once you are clear, you can neutralize your refusal to let right action flow through you. Not intent on movement, be content to wait. And that's when we go within. That's when we have that patience. We go into introspection time. Look at these two little doves here. Hi, sugars. Hi, puppies. How are you? The doves, they're so sweet. They know my voice. Hello. Hi. I love you. Okay, so again, once you are clear, you can neutralize refusal to let right action flow through you. Not intent of movement, be content to wait. While you wait, keep on removing resistances as the obstructions give away. Okay, that's why I'm holding the diablo in my hand. Just remove resistances as the obstructions give way. All remorse arising from trying to make things happen disappears. The journey is towards self-healing, self-change, and union. And I wrote in my own hand, union with the divine. Okay, and that's why we always want to tell the dark forces, I work with the light. I work with the white light, bright light, all around me and within me. Protects me both day and night. I work with the white light, bright light, all around me and within me, and I banish all bane. I banish all profane bane in the name of Jesus Christ, beloved Son of Father God, Mother Mary, and His life-loved beloved, the Magdalene Mary. I work with the white light, bright light. And that's how you tell those dark forces, because they know that, and they don't want to mess. They come for the weak ones, the weak-minded ones. So remember that, my friends, that we work with the divine, the union of the divine. You are concerned here with nothing less than unobstructed, perfect union, okay? But the union of heaven and earth cannot be forced. Regulate any excesses in your life. Material advantages. Diablo's all about material things. Money. That's why people kill for money, okay? Because of this energy right here. Material advantages must not weigh heavily on this journey of the self toward the capital S self. Stand apart even from like-minded others. The notion of strength in numbers does not apply at such a time. For this part of your journey, the soul's journey, cannot be shared. Another of the cycle runes, RAIDO, that's what I was going to say about this beautiful rune. Because if you take away this line right here, that's the rune of joy, okay? So RAIDO, and it's going to say it right here, right now. Another of the cycle runes, RAIDO carries within its form the rune of joy, okay? So because when you move this line here, that looks like a P is the rune of joy. For now the end is in sight. You are no longer burdened by what you've left behind. Heaven above you, okay? Heaven above you and earth below you unite within you to support you on your way. A simple prayer for the soul's journey is, I will to will thy will. Such a prayer of an intention is proper on any occasion and is particularly appropriate as a preamble to healing. Okay? So that's why, you know, we tell Diablo, there we go. I work with the white light, Diablo. You go for those others, those more evil. But again, I have to stand Diablo strong, because can't kill the devil and demons never die. But we can protect ourselves. We can protect ourselves from this. Where some people get all caught up in it and lose their minds. Well, that's when he'll grab you, okay? Okay, so we now have this other rune called the opening. And we'll close it down. So the opening, okay? And this is another beautiful rune. This is like saying that you're on your journey and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Okay, so what page are we on again? Okay, 118. Yeah. Okay, look at this. This is crazy good. Okay, so the opening fire torch. And here we are talking about Beltane with the fire. Their fairy festival about fire. This is pretty nice. This is the rune of opening and renewed clarity, of dispelling the darkness that has been shrouding some part of your life. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to hold him again. But now I'm going to put these two runes on top of him. Okay? This is how we do it. Okay, my friends, this is how we do it. This is the rune of opening and renewed clarity, of dispelling the darkness that has been shrouding some part of your life. You are free now to receive gifts and to know the joy of non-attached giving. KANO, the name of this rune is KANO. Okay, KANO. And I picked this rune for the first time on 2004. Okay, so KANO is the rune for the morning of activities. Morning, M-O-R-N-I-N-G, like you're crying over something, but you're going to release it to let it go. Okay. KANO is the rune for the morning of activities, for seriousness, clear intent, and concentration, all of which are essential at the beginning of any endeavor. One of the 13 cycle runes, the protection offered by KANO is this: the more light you have, the better you can see what is trivial and outmoded in your own conditionings. There we have. Okay. So we talk about the white light, bright light much on my channel. It's the only way to make sure that the dark forces know you know how to protect yourselves from them. Because, like I said, can't kill the devil and demons never die. And the demons are here to destroy us, okay? As is Diablo. But we can protect ourselves, okay? In relationships, there can now be a mutual opening up which you may trigger and set in motion through your awareness that the light of understanding is once again available to you both. Okay, and this reading is all about relationships. We have the King and Queen of Air right here together, okay? So, and the passionate energy Knight is here as well, the fire, because that's what we want, right? When we want to fall in love, we want that passionate energy, okay? But I'm holding Diablo still because this is how we tell them to go back to where they come from, okay? Because we can't deny their power, but we can move them on their way. Just like Jesus said to Satan, Satan, you walk behind me, okay? When he was in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. Okay, so now in relationships, there can now be a mutual opening up which you may trigger and set in motion through your awareness that the light of understanding is once again available to you both. And even if, you know, some of you may have gone through issues where you maybe broke up, but sometimes that's when you know you truly love someone, when you get back together again. Recognize that while on the one hand you are limited and dependent, on the other, you exist at the perfect center where the harmonious and beneficent forces of the universe merge and radiate. You are that center. Okay, so this is wonderful. Recognize that while on the one hand you are limited and dependent, on the other, you exist at the perfect center where the harmonious and beneficent forces of the universe merge and radiate. You are that center. Simply put, if you have been operating in the dark, there is now enough light to see the patient on the operating table is yourself. Okay. So my friends, really just, you know, chant that white light, bright light power. And, you know, I do all the time. I really do. Put the other sideways there. But, you know, I get in my car and I chant it. I go to sleep chanting it. I wake up chanting it. You know, I want God to know, and his angels and all the beautiful ones, as we call them here on this channel, that I am on their side. Okay, I work with their bounty of white light, bright light. Okay, these aren't standing up for me, but anyway, it's all good. Mucho bueno. We'll light some candles for this May if you guys live in the northern hemisphere, and do something fun for yourself, you know, and put on some Bob Marley music so we can hear that, you know, we're all one love, because that's the truth. You know, again, another beautiful person who died too young. He wouldn't do the medicine necessary. He just wanted to be his herbal man self, and he died way too young. But we still love those beautiful luminous light beings like a Bob Marley was, you know, a John, you know, it's just John Lennon. Too many beautiful ones gone too early, either by medical reasons or by murders, and but they're here with us. I believe that as much and as well. Much love to all of you. Enjoy and be your magical selves always, every day. White light, bright light. I love you. Ciao.